Alaikum everyone. My name is Huzaifah Ahmed and I'm from Rehan Korangi campus. For today's review video, I watched the TEDx by Sir Ken Robinson titled The Role of Curiosity in Learning. And even though the title sounds dramatic, the message is surprisingly simple and very relevant to anyone who's ever sat in a classroom wondering why none of it felt alive. Let's talk about the introduction. Robinson structures his talk around three principles he believes are essential for human beings to flourish, and that the current education system actively works against. The first is diversity. Robinson argues that humans are naturally diverse. No two children are exactly alike, yet the system of teaching to the test promotes conformity rather than diversity in learning. We build one standard track and expect every student to fit that one. And we're surprised when so many don't. The second principle, and the one at the heart of this talk, is curiosity. If you can light the spark of curiosity in a child, they will learn without any further assistance very often. Children are natural learners. It's a real achievement to put that particular ability out or to stifle it. Curiosity is the engine of achievement. But Robinson argues that's exactly what the current system does. Instead of curiosity, what we have is a culture of compliance. Children and teachers are encouraged to follow routine algorithms rather than to excite the power of imagination and curiosity. The focus has shifted entirely from learning to testing, and those are not the same thing. He makes a very sharp point about teaching itself. Teaching, properly conceived, is not a delivery system. Great teachers don't just pass on information, they mentor, stimulate, provoke, and engage. The role of a teacher is to facilitate learning, and when the system reduces teachers as administrators, it loses what makes great teaching powerful. The third principle is creativity. Robinson argues that creativity comes from fostering curiosity through teaching that focuses on harnessing imagination rather than memorizing useless facts. He points to Finland as a model, a system that doesn't obsess over standardized testing, gives teachers professional autonomy, and consistently produces some of the best outcomes in the world. He closes with a powerful metaphor: Death Valley, one of the driest places on earth. But in 2005, after rare rainfall, the whole floor of Death Valley was carpeted in flowers. What it proved is that Death Valley isn't dead, it's dormant. Right beneath the surface are seeds of possibility waiting for the right conditions. And schools, he argues, are the same. Change the conditions and life becomes inevitable. What I found most valuable about this talk is how clearly Robinson separates two things that get constantly confused: being in education and actually learning. You can sit in a classroom for 12 years and absorb very little if the environment never sparked your curiosity. The part that stayed with me most is his line that education is not a mechanical system, it's a human system, it's about people. That sounds obvious, but the way most systems are designed, you wouldn't know it. Students are treated as data points, teachers as functionaries, and learning is something that can be standardized and measured in a single test. Robinson is saying that the approach fundamentally misunderstands what education is supposed to be. Overall, at the end, I would say this is one of the most compelling talks in education I've come across in a long time, and it doesn't just criticize the system, it offers a clear vision of what schools could look alike and if they were built around human nature rather than industrial efficiency. If I had to summarize it all in one line, it would be curiosity is the engine of all real learning, and the system's job is to fuel it, not extinguish it. I'd recommend this to anyone who has ever felt like school was something being done to them rather than something designed for them. That was my review of Sir Ken Robinson's TED Talk on the role of curiosity in learning. Thank you, everyone, and Allah Hafiz.